back to the 80s where we were allowed to watch the film, and I felt that we had a completely different idea of what Last Tango in Paris was. And last night I felt that we came in a different era, if you know what I mean. I mean, we liked Marlon Brando then. We thought he was very sexy and all of it was very sexy. And today, if you talk to young people, they will think differently. In what way has your thinking, if it has changed, in what ways it has changed since you were younger, as an actor, as a creator, and as a person, your feelings and your thinking?
You know, listen, the thing that I was more concerned about with that movie, being Maria, that it would become a political movie of some kind, you know, a dogmatic movie about, you know, it's a personal story, you know, and that's what I think the director, she had the sensitivity to make a personal story. This is not a story about, you know, feminism. It's not a story. It's a story about a human being, you know, first and foremost. And I think that it's truthful. I mean, the story was the book was written by Maria's niece, and you know, she gave voice to Maria in a way that I think needed to be said. And look, there are many points of view on everything, and this is a legitimate one, her point of view of her experience and what she went through. I mean, they also talked about, you know, there are many, I think the mistake is to simplify this thing and say, oh, these were these abusive men and they did this horrible thing to this woman. There are so many elements that complicate the whole story. I mean, her life was already a very unstable life because of her family background, because of her family of origin things. And so when she got on that set, it was the worst possible scenario for her, you know, to be in a situation like that. And so I don't know. I think I must say I believe that Last Tango in Paris is a fantastic film. It's an important movie. It's one of my favorite films, and I'm not kidding when I say that. And I still believe that. And I think what Marlon Brando did as an actor was game-changing for actors. He changed everything, you know, and Bertolucci is a brilliant filmmaker. However, what they did in that particular, and by the way, when I say that, I look at Last Tango in Paris, right? And I can't speak for the other people involved in this film, etc. That was the only scene in the film that I didn't like, and I really mean that. I never, it was felt a little bit out of place to me. And I love this film, you know, Last Tango in Paris, and I think it's a masterpiece. And I think Maria also has its own place. It being Maria is an important thing as well, to hear that point of view. I was proud to be a part of that, you know. And I think they were trying to make art. They were trying to make something, really push things a certain way, and they made a mistake, because it's one thing to say to an actor or for a director to say, oh, I'm not going to tell the actor what we're going to do, or for the actor to say, I'm not going to tell the other actor what we're going to do. We all are okay with that, but not with a scene of like that. And that was, you can't, it's different. And this is something that was a major mistake. I think it was, you know, caused great trauma for her. And I also think, having started acting at a young age, where I'm very sensitive to exploitation, and I don't know that they thought they were exploiting her, but there was